Hey,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you.
Yes.
I'm Julius. I work with Salesforce. I just wanted to touch base with you. I think we have a mutual friend, Neil, happily married to Kate. And he told me about a great time that you all had at your recent whitewater rafting. Did you enjoy your time with him?
Yes, it was such an amazing trip. I really had a great time out there.
That's good. That's good. And I know you're very busy. And I brought my card. Has my personal cell and my email up there just in case you need to reach me after our meeting today.
Excellent.
Like I said, I know you're a busy woman. So he also expressed how Yeti, isn't that the company you work with, how Yeti has kept his food and beverages very cold and how impressed he was with that. And he also talked about how your position as IT Associate Director, how you look and seek to enhance the technology division to benefit the customers. But also, you all have been growing so much. So I heard that you all are interested in seeking a new CRM solution provider. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, great. I just want to clarify a few things. We have about 20 minutes to speak. Is that good with you?
Yes, that works well.
Good. And is there any other individuals that you would like in this meeting with you?
No, I think we're just fine with me today.
Okay, sounds good. Well, just to give you a little background on me, I'm entering my 4th year with Salesforce, and 3 out of those 4 years I've been in the top 5% in selling. And
Wow,
so,
congratulations!
I appreciate that. Before we get started, I think I emailed you the agenda that you have printed out already. Is that it?
Yes, I'm following.
Right.
I see here.
Cool. So, just going off of our agenda, first I would like to learn more about you and your company. Then establish any needs that you all have had, and let you know how finally Salesforce can help you all. After all those next steps, then we could possibly have another conversation as a result of today's meeting. Does that sound fine? Is this agenda okay with you?
Yes, excellent.
All right. Well, let's get started. First off, I would love to congratulate you on your new role as Associate IT Director. How's that been for you?
So far, it's been pretty amazing. There are the stressful parts to it, especially with the CRM system being out of whack. So trying to get that under control. But other than that, it's been a great job so far.
That's awesome. It sounds like, from what I hear from your coworkers, like you're very hands-on, and sometimes your job can be very time-consuming.
Yes.
And I would just love to hear a little bit as some of your goals in your new role.
Okay, definitely. As the IT manager, I definitely want to align our technology projects with the business objectives and goals, and I want to make sure that I'm doing my job to drive the company to its maximum profit, and making sure that all of our customers or our dealers are happily satisfied with our products.
That's excellent. That sounds great. And early in our conversation, what I heard, you all talked about Yeti growing so much.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the experience of how Yeti has grown?
Yes, Yeti has just taken off all over the country. It's just the products that we provide to our customers are one of a kind. And we have customers and dealers from consumer brands like our consumer retailers like Walmart and Target wanting to have our items on the shelf. So we're trying to figure out how to get these relationships built with them and getting them their product. Yeah,
that sounds great. And that's so essential, having a good relationship with your customers and make sure you're getting your sales team done in an efficient manner.
Exactly.
Have you all had, because you all have been growing so much, and you spoke previously about how sometimes your CRM, there's some not as efficient as you would like.
Exactly.
How has that affected your business?
It really has slowed us down, actually. With the slowdown from the CRM of not being able to really allocate where we're having products go sometime, and just the whole conjunction of the technology is slow, and with the slowness, it's really bringing down our revenue. It's something that I don't like to see happening in the company.
Yeah, and that's something that you really see through your position is how to maximize revenue through technology.
Exactly.
Now, do you have any estimates about how much you have lost potentially in revenue due to issues with, an outdated CRM?
Ooh, I want to say maybe around 3 to 5%.
Okay.
Hasn't been that much, but it is hitting hard, and we don't want to see that number grow any higher than what it has. So we really want to tackle this problem head on right now.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. So basically, just make sure I understand everything correctly. You all have been expanding incredibly right now, and you all are just having a little difficulty in making sure that your CRM is matching the growth. Matching the efficiency of the growth of your company. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. I'd like to now discuss any problems that you may or may not be having. Feel free to jump in and correct me if I'm wrong or add in anything at any time, okay?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Now, we're going to talk about expanding because I think that is incredible, how you all have expanded so much in such a small amount of time. What has your experience been like for you to keep track of your sales team activity during this growth? Has it been challenging? Has there been any slip-ups at all, or has stuff been pretty smooth?
Those are exactly all of the issues that we are facing with our current CRM system. I'm not being able to track where the sales team is selling. There have been loss of orders. Everything is very confused and jumbled, and it's not providing me with a clear script or list of our relationship. So that definitely needs to be handled.
And speaking of relationships, that's kind of one of your core values at Yeti is keeping that customer relationship at an all-time high. Is it hot?
It's keeping us, hot.
Keeping it hot. Keeping it hot. Yeah. I love it. I'm pretty sure sometimes when a seller comes in and they're giving inadequate data to you and the customer, that could give off a bad experience.
Exactly.
Has that affected your sales team chemistry or how they go about their business, or has it made you lose out on any buyers at all?
Yes, this exact example happened last week with one of the members. It was a whole nother process to deal with, but the salesperson delivered some inadequate information to one of our buyers and our consumers, and that came back on us as our company culture is, not honest. They don't have morals or values, and that we don't want that connotation for our business. So it's definitely not helping with revenue at all.
I definitely see that, because at the end of the day, y'all need to make revenue, and the most important factor is the relationship you have with your customers, because they are the people who give you your revenue to be able to pay for costs and expenses, and also reward your sales team. So I could definitely see why you all value customer relationships so much. Now, going in the direction of customer relationships, and with your outdated tracking system, has this kind of collided or affected the growth of the company at all? Has it slowed you all down with having these issues with tracking your sales team, with receiving inadequate data? Has it affected the growth that Yeti is going in right now?
It slightly has affected us. We are growing at an exponential rate, but I feel as if we had a faster CRM system, that our company would just be able to take off faster than what it is now. And that is what I really want to do in the upcoming months, to be able, with the holidays coming, I want to just be able to get our customers and our relationships intact, so that way we can be ready to sell and just go for it.
Wow, I love it. That sounds incredible. That's really good. That's a great answer. Now, you also hit on another point. Actually hearing you talk reminded me of another company that I have similar to the same scale and to the rate of growth that y'all are going at right now. And when they were having trouble tracking the sales activity of their team, it kind of also overlapped into them having difficulty keeping track of their order history. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you all? Have you all ever experienced that issue of keeping track of order history in addition to, not having that sales team activity tracked correctly?
Yes, that comes with the our slow CRM system that we have, that the process is so slow that sometimes the sales team doesn't go back in and put in the orders, and then we lose that information. And then we already have the slow system, and then when they don't put in those orders, that slows us down even more, because now we have a whole track loss of products that we don't have. So
how often does this happen? Is it a frequent? Does it happen frequently, or just more than you like?
It's not a frequent thing, thank God. Our salespeople are pretty decent in that aspect, but it's happening more than I would like. It inevitably doesn't need to happen at all, really, and that comes with having a great CRM solution intact and in place. So
I definitely agree. I think having a great CRM solution would definitely benefit you all in a huge way. Now, you also hit on so now that I heard some things, some issues that seem to be occurring, like order history, keeping track of sales team, and pretty much potential loss in revenue. I would love to hear what motivates and drives you. What steps are you taking now to make sure that you all reach maximum revenue through your position in IT?
Okay, so I do try to meet with my team, and I like to sit down and have little meetings just about every day, just to kind of go over what our objectives and goals are and issues that we may have within our department. And once we find out those issues, we really want to attack and seize those to make sure that we're doing our best job to eliminate those issues. And so with the slowed CRM system, losing history orders, those are our biggest problems right now. So we're really trying to figure out a way to solve those problems.
How are y'all doing it? And because y'all expanding so much, reaching such a vast audience as well, are you able to keep track of the monitor the growth that you all are having at an accurate rate, so you can have the right data to make sure that you are hitting the right areas? Is you monitoring growth successful with your current CRM?
I mean, we have something in place that kind of tracks our growth, but honestly, our team has been so focused on the problems of the our CRM system now, that we haven't been able to actually go in and really take in all of how much we've grown, and it's just really not clearly defined and prominent in the current CRM system. So that is something that I would like to see, is to highlight how much we've grown.
I can definitely imagine it could be a little aggravating when you see so much growth and see your team doing such a great job, but having a proper CRM system to back it up so you all can keep track and to grow even more. Yes. I'm pretty sure that bothers you a little bit, that you can't really keep track of.
110%. I would love to reward my team for all their hard work, and especially myself.
Yeah, you work hard. Yeah. You work real hard.
Got to get my saline bags.
Yes, you do. What if I told you that through Salesforce, we could correct the reliability of monitoring the growth that Yeti is going through right now, that we could also keep more of a specific track on the sales activity of your team, and then also we could help you reach even more dealers? What would you say to that?
I mean, that sounds amazing. Give it to me.
Okay. All right. So now, did you see that attachment that I gave to you in your email with some of our points?
Yes. I'm looking at them right now as we speak.
Awesome. So we can just hit off of our first bullet right here.
Awesome.
Salesforce CRM regrow revenue. We have a history of increasing revenue, as it says right there, 37%, which is incredible. How does that sound to you?
Yeah.
I know, more money. That sounds good. it makes, when you grow revenue, it makes more simple for customer relationships management systems to work more efficiently. As stated earlier, and there it also says that we're the world's number one CRM in tracking all sales activity. And one of the cool ways that we track sales activity is through cloud. Are you all familiar at Yeti with serving with a CRM provider that is fully cloud-based?
Yes, we have heard of that, and we are 100% interested in incorporating and turning over our system to the cloud-based system.
So what system are y'all currently using right now?
We are currently using the old, outdated,
okay.
slow rundown system that we don't even need to talk about.
I hear you. Well, at Salesforce, we're fully cloud-based, meaning that you don't have to worry about any hardware and keeping up with all that stuff, so that definitely decrease your costs. Just going off of that, what is it costing you all to keep up with this hardware and outdated system a little bit? Is it a little bit more than you would like the cost?
Yes, it is a great chunk of change that is coming out, and honestly, it's really congesting the office space, and I just feel like with this cloud, as you say, like we won't have these big hardware systems junking up our office space, and it just would create more of a nice company culture and flow and vibe to it, and maybe make the workers work even harder, more revenue because our workers are working harder.
That's right. I agree. One of the cool advantages of being cloud-based is also, in addition to that, where we can reach a broader range. So being cloud-based, we're able to grow in different regions that your outdated system just cannot reach. And even a better way to use that is on your mobile. I see your team iPhone here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So through our full cloud-based access, you're able to get instantaneous information that updates you on what information you received last time with customers, or if that information has changed over the course of time. On your way to the meeting, you could look up the customer, the dealer that you're about to go see, and it will give you a full list, detailed out of stuff that you all talked about previously, and added information that they want you to know about.
Wow, so it's a full mobile app on the phone that I will be able to access what the sales team is doing and all the activities of that nature.
Right.
Amazing.
Would you say that will keep the hotness for your customer relationships?
Yes, because definitely, as our company is mainly millennials, millennials are always on our phones. So I feel like this incorporating a mobile app would definitely help us out.
And in that mobile app, also, you're able to keep track of the sales activity of your sales team. So whenever they get done making a current sale with the dealer, they can just instantly record it on their phone or their iPad or their laptop. And because we're cloud-based, it'll go instantly into our system where there's no delay. We have to wait to go punch it in at with some old typewriter or whatever y'all using these days. But it's instantly done on your phone, which I think would be a huge benefit for a company to definitely address some of those issues that you expressed.
Yeah, so that would definitely eliminate the order history losses that we're having. Yeah,
and you can't have that, because that also leads into my next point. With that order history loss, it kind of leaves a little funky taste in your consumer's mouth, where they are kind of like, do they know what they're doing and stuff like that. But you all want to present to dealers that you all are prepared and you all have the adequate information to give to those dealers. So we also, here at Salesforce, in our third point right here, even though it's fully mobile and where it logs all your calls and information that you made last time, with all this information on customers, it helps you build better relationships. Because we are so informational based. We cover pretty much every statistical information you could possibly imagine. So while you're approaching a meeting with somebody, you know everything that you need to know. And it helps you build that better relationship because you have better speaking points. You'll be able to hit on more areas that you could be able to address their needs pretty much better. But while we prepare you, because of our cloud-based system, we're able to prepare you better to address the needs of the consumer, which will improve your relationships. Do you think that would be a good benefit for you all?
definitely 100%, as we are customer driven.
Yeah, because even though we're customer driven at Salesforce, we make bigger deals and we make them even faster than anyone in the world, pretty much. We have over 100,000 clients, innovative companies that are elite in their field, and we really feel like you all will be an enhancement to the population that we currently have. What are your thoughts on the 3 points that I've given to you? Do you think they could be beneficial to your company? Anything that you need any clearing up on that I did not explain, fully?
No, I really like what Salesforce here has to offer. The cloud-based system allowing all of our information to instantaneously be recorded and be saved. I also like the fact the app that's really beneficial to our company and will eliminate our order history losses, and just being instantaneously and fast from the cloud-based service. Again, that will also help with the our old, outdated, ancient system and get rid of those horrible hardware systems we have.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're pretty satisfied.
Yeah,
would you like to continue this conversation later, give you some time to think on this?
I just wanted to ask you one question before we do head out. This is a great system, but as you know, every company has a budget on what they can spend on the CRM system.
Right.
So do you mind just going over with me the cost that Salesforce has to offer us today?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to go over the cost. Now, so as you see, that's also on the bottom portion of the worksheet that I gave you earlier. Now, usually we have about a $60,000 initial setup fee because we are an elite company. But because we see so much value and we see that Yeti's going to go so far and we passionately want to get involved with you all, we are more than happy to knock that price down to $25,000 for an initial setup fee.
That's pretty impressive.
Does that sound reasonable to you?
To me, yes.
Good. And also, we just flat out, we're just going to give a $185 individual per month for 100, because you all have 100 salespeople, correct?
Yes.
So we do $185 per month for you all individually.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad, but can't give you a yes or no.
I definitely understand.
But I definitely like this and would love to talk this over with my boss.
Yes.
To see what he thinks about this.
Any other questions or concerns or comments that you'd like to add?
No, I'm fully impressed with what you guys have to offer for Yeti and its growth. So
excellent. And if I could just get your signature right here, just to verify that we had this meeting. I like to keep track,
Definitely.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Fancy. Okay, well, it was great meeting you again.
You too.
You have my number, my email. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Yes. Will do. Have a great day.